Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ryan Awesome, and welcome to the Ryan Awesome Show. Now, before we get into the show, first off, man, if you haven't done this already, man, what are you waiting for, man? Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And right next to that subscribe button, there's a bell. Make sure you click on that bell so you're the first ones to know when my next video will come out because I'm here each and every single week. So make sure you hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. Hit the thumbs up. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. And then next to that subscribe button, there's a bell. You click on that bell. And when you click on that bell, you'll be the first ones to know when my next video is uploaded. And one last thing, don't forget to be awesome. So yeah, don't forget to be awesome. And yeah, man, sit back, chillax, grab something to eat, grab something to drink because you're watching the Ryan Awesome Show. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ryan Awesome Show. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ryan Awesome, and welcome to the Ryan Awesome Show. Now today on the Ryan Awesome Show, we'll be talking about AEW Rampage. AEW Rampage for August the 27th, 2021. Now with this show, man, I was not impressed with tonight's show. I really wasn't, man. The show, it was like, it felt like a filler show. That's all it was. You know, it felt like nothing. It felt like nothing of importance happened on the show besides the AEW Tag Team Eliminator match with the Lucha Bros versus the Jurassic Express. You know, that's the only thing important that was on the show. But you could also say the Omega and a Christian Cage tag team match was important too, but you know, it wasn't a main event match. To me, it wasn't a main event match. Like, that match shouldn't have never happened in a tag team match. Like, knowing these guys will be fighting at All Out, like, they should not be in a ring together fighting in the main event. So yeah, man. So yeah, another thing, man, about this show, I was disappointed, man. I was disappointed that we did not see CM Punk, man. We didn't see CM Punk or Darby Allin. Now they said that we were gonna hear from them. We were gonna hear from Darby Allin and CM Punk, but we got a video package, and that was pretty much it. Like, I thought they were gonna do something at the end of the show, either that or do something backstage, but we didn't get anything. We didn't get nothing but a video package. That's all we gotten. And so yeah, man. And yeah, just like before, man. Like, the only thing the only thing I did enjoy on this show was the AEW Eliminator Tag Team match. That's the only thing I enjoyed on the show. And everything else was just filler. Everything else was just filler on the show. And so yeah, man. So this is the AEW Rampage review for August the 27th, 2021 on the Ryan Awesome Show. And yeah, man, if you haven't done this already, hit the thumbs up, man. Hit the thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, or if you're watching this video for the first time ever, if you're watching the Ryan Awesome Show for the first time ever, hit that subscribe button. And then right next to that subscribe button, there's a bell. Make sure you click on that bell to be the first ones to know when my next video is uploaded, because I am here every single week, man. Tuesdays for NXT, Wednesdays for AEW Dynamite, Thursdays for Impact Wrestling, Fridays for AEW Rampage, and Saturdays and Sundays are for the pay-per-views, man. Whether it's AEW pay-per-views, WWE pay-per-views, or Impact Wrestling pay-per-views, I'm here. And so yeah, man. So we started off the show. So first off, we were in Milwaukee again. We were in Milwaukee, and so yeah, we started off the show with the Tag Team Eliminator Tournament. So this is the final. So whoever won this match will be facing the Bucks, the Young Bucks, at All Out for the AEW Tag Team Championships in a steel cage match. So yeah, we had the Jurassic Express, that's Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, with Marko Stunt in their corner, versus the Lucha Bros, That's Ray Phoenix and Pentagon with Alex Abrahantes in their corner. And yeah, as I mentioned earlier, the winner of this match will go on to face the Young Bucks at All Out in a steel cage match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. And so speaking of the Young Bucks, they came out to get a closer look. And so we had Phoenix and Jungle Boy. They were going back and forth, and then Phoenix, he started using his athleticism against the Jurassic Express. So that was really nice stuff. He was running the ropes and all that stuff, and jumping around on top of the ropes and all that stuff, and hitting kicks on Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy. And so yeah, everybody, they took each other out with kicks and super kicks and all that stuff. So that was really cool. And we had a double tope suicidas, stereo tope suicidas from Jungle Boy and Ray Phoenix on their opponents. And so yeah, we had a "This is awesome" chant from the crowd. So indeed, it was awesome, man. And so yeah, so Luchasaurus, he had took out the Lucha Bros with kicks, and we had a standing moonsault to Penta from Luchasaurus, and he kicks out. And so we had a jumping spinning kick to Luchasaurus from Phoenix. And so we had Phoenix, he had a frog splash to Luchasaurus, which was a beautiful one too, man. Very, like, the height that he got off of that frog splash was really nice, and it was smooth too. So Phoenix, he was paying homage to the late great Eddie Guerrero. And so yeah, we had a poison Rana. To Phoenix from Jungle Boy. And so Jungle Boy, he had locked in the submission move, the snare trap to Phoenix. And so Pentagon, he had broke up the hold. And so Pentagon, he had a torture rack backbreaker to Jungle Boy. And so at one point, we had everybody that was standing outside the ring and all that stuff. And so yeah, this is the only thing that I didn't like about this match. I loved the match overall, but one thing I didn't like about this match was this. So yeah, we had everybody outside the ring. They were standing outside, and yeah, Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, or Jungle Boy and Phoenix, they were getting ready to dive off of the top rope. And you know how everybody just stands outside waiting for everybody to dive over the top rope and all that stuff. That's what they did, man. That's what they did. And so yeah, they should have just shot at the camera a different way. Shot the camera towards Jungle Boy and Ray Phoenix. That's what they should have done. But they shot the camera on everybody that was outside the ring. And so yeah, so Phoenix, he had hit a top rope Hurricane Rana on everybody. No, he had a top rope Hurricane Rana on Jungle Boy onto everybody outside the ring. And so we had a Canadian Destroyer to Jungle Boy from Phoenix on the ring apron. So that was brutal, man. Absolutely brutal. And so or Pentagon. Yeah, Pentagon did that. Yeah, it was Pentagon. Pentagon hit the Canadian Destroyer to Jungle Boy on the ring apron. And then Phoenix hit the springboard. He had a springboard Canadian Destroyer to Luchasaurus. And, Luchasaurus, he kicked out at 1. He kicked out at 1, not 2, not 2.5. This guy kicked out at 1. And so I was like, what? I was like, man, come on, man. A Canadian Destroyer, man. Oh, my God. And the way that he hit it, bro, that should have been it. And this guy kicked out at 1. Oh, man. Wherever Petey Williams is, man, he is not happy about that, man. The innovator of the Canadian Destroyer is not happy about this. I bet you, man, he is not happy about it. And so yeah, we had near falls after near falls after near falls from everybody, bro. And so yeah, super kicks to Luchasaurus, and near falls after near falls. And so we had an assisted DDT, or assisted power driver, or yeah, it looked like a DDT, or assisted DDT to Luchasaurus from the Lucha Bros to win the match. So the Lucha Bros win the match and will face the Young Bucks at All Out for the AEW World Tag Team Championships in a steel cage match at All Out. And so yeah, so right after the match, we had the Bucks. They took out the Lucha Bros from behind, and so the Jurassic Express, they had chased off the Bucks. And so that was it with that. So yeah, great match, man. Great match to open up the show. Probably the match of the night for me, and probably the only match that I cared about on the show. The only match that I cared about on the show that had that level of importance on the show. So yeah, man. And yeah, crazy spots, man. Crazy spots as always from these guys, especially the Lucha Bros. Man, like, man, I don't know how they pull it off, man. How did they pull it off? Really don't know, man. But they are great, man. And they'll be going up against the Bucks at All Out in a steel cage match. So what exactly are they gonna do in a steel cage match? That's what I want to know, man. Really want to know. And so yeah, this is actually a rematch, man. A a rematch that we haven't seen in a while. The Lucha Bros versus the Young Bucks. And this time it's in a steel cage match. Yes, man. Yes, yes, and yes. So yeah, man. So that was it with that. And so right after that, we had Miro, the TNT champion, God's favorite champion, the Redeemer. TNT champion Miro came out to his theme music and he dragged Fuego del Sol to the ring. He had dragged him out from the tunnel. And so yeah, and so he brought Fuego into the ring and all that stuff. And so Miro, he was upset. He was upset that Fuego got in a contract anyway when Miro already beat him. And the deal was that if Fuego loses, he doesn't get a contract. But yeah, Fuego, he lost. He didn't, he lost, but he still got a contract. So Miro, he was really mad about it, you know. And so Miro, he has said that after all that, he still forgives him. He forgives Fuego del Sol. And so Miro, he unmasked Fuego del Sol, and so the crowd had booed, and that's disrespect. It's disrespect towards the luchadors, taking off the mask and all that stuff. And so we had Eddie Kingston. He came out with a microphone, and so he walked up on the stage with a microphone. He dropped the microphone, and so Eddie Kingston, he's usually a guy that would speak, that would talk, but he didn't have time to talk right now. So he dropped the mic and just ran into the ring and just attacked Miro. And so yeah, he had gave him a exploder suplex, and so the referees tried to break it up and all that stuff. And at first it wasn't working, and then they did ended up separating the two. And so that was it with that, man. That was it with that. And so right after that, I was like, man, are they gonna fight at All Out? Are they gonna fight at All Out for the TNT Championship? And so yeah, my question got answered later on that night, because it is gonna be for the TNT Championship at All Out. Eddie Kingston versus Miro for the TNT Championship. And so yeah, man. So that was it with that. And so right after that, we had Tay Conti versus the Bunny with the Blade in her corner. And so yeah, really didn't care about this. So yeah, the Bunny, the Bunny, she had took out Conti from behind while Conti was making an entrance. And so they were both going back and forth. The Bunny had took control of the match. And then we had a spinning slam to the Bunny, and we had a series of pump kicks to the Bunny in the corner. And then Penelope Ford had came out, and Tay Conti, she hit the Tay KO to Bunny, and so Conti, she got distracted by Penelope Ford, and so at that point we had the Blade, who was outside the ring. He had handed the Bunny some brass knuckles, and so the Bunny, she used the brass knuckles and she knocked out Tay Conti with the brass knuckles to win the match. So the Bunny wins the match, and so right after the match, the Penelope Ford and the Bunny, they celebrated together. And so yeah, that was pretty much it. That was pretty much it with it. Did not care about the match. All they did was set up their casino battle royale for the women. So yeah, I am interested in seeing who comes out as the Joker in the women's casino battle royale. It might be Ruby Riott or Ruby Soho. That's what I'm thinking. It might be Ruby Soho, but because I don't see anybody else. It's got to be somebody that we know, that most people know, and it might be Ruby Soho. Like, I really don't see anybody else. So yeah, man. So that was it with that. And so right after that, we had Mark Henry. He was backstage. He interviewed Kenny by God Omega, who is the AEW World Champion and the AAA Mega Heavyweight Champion. And who was with Don Callis and Brandon Cutler and Michael Nakazawa. Or he wasn't back there. It was just Brandon Cutler, Don Callis, and Kenny Omega, and Christian Cage and Frankie Kazarian. So they were on a split screen. And so Henry, he had asked, what if Kenny Omega gets injured in this match? What if you get injured? Or are you worried about getting injured in this match? And so Callis and Omega, they said that, what kind of question is that? And so, Callis was saying that we have Brandon Cutler. We have this talentless partner like Brandon Cutler. So Omega, he don't have nothing to worry about. We have Brandon Cutler on our side. And so, yeah, Omega, he said, yeah, maybe I am worried about injury, but, Christian Cage, that's your only shot. You injuring me is probably your only shot at getting the championship title match at All Out. And so Omega, he told Christian Cage how the match is gonna end at All Out, how the result is gonna play out. A one wing angel, 1, 2, 3, and yeah, goodbye, good night, bang, or however it goes. Yeah, his catchphrase, I forgot how it goes. Good night, or yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just stop. But yeah, he said a one wing angel and a 1, 2, 3, and so Cage you know Cage he had said that put the injuries aside. I've already hurt Kenny Omega. I already hurt him. I beat him. I beat him for the Impact World Championship, and at All Out, I'm gonna beat him. I'm gonna beat him again. I'm gonna beat him again and win the big one, which is the AEW World Title. And so Kazarian and Christian Cage, they want in tonight's match, they want they want Omega to start. They want Omega to be in the match. They don't want Omega to put Brandon Cutler in the way. So they want Omega to be in the ring. And so that was pretty much it with that. And so yeah, man. So before we get into the main event, let's talk about next week's show, Dynamite show. We're gonna talk about Dynamite, and we're gonna talk about next week's Rampage. So next week on Dynamite, we have Brian Cage versus Powerhouse Will Hobbs with Hook in his corner. And we have Orange Cassidy versus Jack Evans with Matt Hardy in his corner. And we have representing the Pinnacle, we have FTR, that's Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler with Tully Blanchard in their corner, versus representing the Inner Circle, we have Santana and Ortiz, or Proud and Powerful. So I cannot wait for this match. This, I didn't mention this on my Dynamite review, but this match should be at All Out, man. This match should be at All Out. Like, why would you put it on Dynamite, bro? Like, put this in Chicago, man. Put this in Chicago. They will eat this up. Put this at the United Center or whatever they at, the Allstate Arena, whatever. I don't know, but put this at All Out, man. Put it at All Out. It is a pay-per-view worthy match. It's a tag team championship worthy match. So yeah, I don't know why they didn't put it on All Out. And the feud been building, man. It's been building for months. With the Pinnacle and the Inner Circle and all that stuff. So yeah, and then we have Jim Ross. Speaking of the Inner Circle, we have Chris Jericho. So Chris Jericho, he will be interviewed in the ring by Jim Ross. And so also we have Tony Schiavone. He'll be interviewing MJF. He'll have a sit-down interview with MJF. And so of course we just had a match, or a new match added to the card, to the All Out card. We have Miro, the TNT champion, versus Eddie Kingston, the Mad King Eddie Kingston, for the TNT championship at All Out. And also on next Wednesday Dynamite, we have the Young Bucks. We have the Super Elite. That's the Young Bucks, who are the AEW World Tag Team Champions. That's Matt and Nick Jackson. And the Good Brothers, Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows, who are the Impact World Tag Team Champions, versus the Lucha Bros, Pentagon and Ray Fenix, and the Jurassic Express, that's Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. So yeah, we got a lot of luchas, man. We got Lucha Bros and we got the Luchasaurus. So yeah, man. And also next week's Rampage, we have Darby Allin with Sting in his corner versus Danny Garcia, or Daniel Garcia, or Danny Garcia. It'll probably be better to call him Danny Garcia. So Danny Garcia with 2.0 in his corner. So that's Matt Lee and Jeff Daniels. Why am I keep calling him Jeff Daniels? His name is not Jeff Daniels. His name is Jeff Parker. Jeff Daniels from Dumb and Dumber, dude. But yeah, that's it for the next week's show, and next week Rampage, and next week's Dynamite and All Out. And so yeah, man. So right after that we had the main event, and so it was a tag team match, and it was Kenny by God Omega, who is the AEW World Champion and the AAA Mega Heavyweight Champion, and Brandon Cutler with Don Callis and Michael Nakazawa in their corner versus Christian Cage, who is the Impact World Champion, and Frankie Kazarian, the Elite Killer, or the Elite Hunter. And so Kazarian, he had took out Cutler, and then Nakazawa, he had grabbed that Kazarian's foot. And so Omega, he had took advantage off of the distraction. And so Omega, he avoided Cage the entire time. And so Omega, he had tagged in Cutler. And so we had a springboard leg drop to Cutler from Kazarian. And Nakazawa, he had hit Kazarian from the back. Hit him from behind with a laptop. And so we had a you can't escape to Kazarian from Omega. And so yeah, man, this is I don't know what was going on right here, man, but it was funny, man. I don't know what was going on. We had Brandon Cutler. He came in the ring. He got tagged in by Kenny Omega, and he started dancing around. He started dancing and all that stuff, and he started hitting like elbow drops. Like he dabbed into an elbow drop. He did a dab elbow drop. And so yeah, for some reason, I thought it was funny, man. Thought it was hilarious. And so yeah, so Cage he had took out Cutler, and so he had a reverse DDT to Omega and Cutler from Cage. And so Omega he, at one point he accidentally V triggered Brandon Cutler, so he took him out by accident with the V trigger. And so Cage he tried to hit the kill switch on Omega, but Omega escaped it. He escaped the kill switch or the unpretty or whatever you want to call it. And so Omega he had bailed out, so he left his partner in the ring. And so Cage he had a spear on Cutler, and at the end of the match we have Christian Cage. Christian Cage he hit the kill switch to Cutler to win the match. So Christian Cage and Frankie Kazarian wins the match. So that was it, man. That was it. So and that was it with the show. Nothing happened at the end. And yeah, man. At first, did not know why the match needed to happen. Didn't know why the match needed to happen when these guys are fighting it all out. But yeah, the right team did win this match. There was no way Kenny Omega's team was gonna win. And Cutler, the only reason why he was there was to take the pinfall. So still don't know why the tag team match happened. But yeah, that was it with Rampage. Not their best Rampage show. Not their best Rampage show. It was a filler show. That's all it was. It was a filler show, and nothing that much happened on the show besides the AEW Tag Team Eliminator match. And yeah, that was it. Nothing exciting happened. No, nothing big happened on the show. Nothing big happened. But yeah, I was expecting to see Punk and Darby Allin because they told us that we were gonna hear from them. We are gonna hear from Darby Allin and CM Punk, so we thought we were gonna see them in a ring talking, face to face talking, I guess, or do something backstage. I don't know. But they promised us that we will hear from them, but we got a video package. That's all we got. So yeah, man. So it was kind of like a clickbait. It felt like a clickbait. That's what it was. It felt like one. But yeah, man, that was it with Rampage. That was it with it. And so yeah, man. And if you like this video, hit the thumbs up, man. Hit the thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, or if you're watching D Ryan Awesome Show for the first time ever, hit that subscribe button. And right next to that subscribe button, there's a bell. Make sure you click on that bell so you're the first ones to know my next video is uploaded, because I'm here each and every single week. Tuesdays for NXT, Wednesdays for AEW Dynamite, Thursdays for Impact Wrestling, Fridays for AEW Rampage. Saturdays and Sundays are for the pay-per-views, whether it's AEW pay-per-views, WWE pay-per-views, or Impact Wrestling pay-per-views, whenever they have their pay-per-views on that Friday, or that Saturday rather, or that Sunday. So I'm here. And yeah, man, follow me on Twitter at Ryan Awesome Show. And yeah, man, I'll see you guys on I'll try to do something on Monday. I have my Pro Wrestling Crate. I'll do it on Monday. So I have the July and the August Pro Wrestling Crate. So I'm gonna do those two together. And so it will be on Monday, either Sunday or Monday. It's gonna be on one of those days. And so yeah, man. So I'll see you guys then for the Pro Wrestling Crate. And yeah, and if you missed my last week's review of AEW Rampage, the video is gonna be right up here in this corner. So it's a fused video. It's a fused video of Impact Wrestling Emergence and AEW Rampage. So that's the Rampage that CM Punk debuted on. And so it's a fused video, so the AEW Rampage review will be that second portion of the video, and the Impact Wrestling Emergence review is that first portion. So yeah, if you want to watch the AEW portion, you can skip ahead to the portion, or if you want to watch the whole entire video, you can watch the whole entire video, man. And so yeah, and the link to that video will be down below in the description, so make sure you check it out if you missed anything, or if you want to check it out. And so yeah, man, and once again, guys, thank you for the support. Thank you for the love and the support for the show. Thank you, and thank you, man. And yeah, man, and this has been the Ryan Awesome Show. Take care, stay safe, and don't forget to be awesome. And that's that.